Your steadfast love wipes away my tears. Your faithfulness wash away my fears. I will trust you with all my heart. I will trust you with all my heart. I will trust you, Lord my God, for I know you catch me when I fall. Hi, welcome to Heart to Play. My name is Julian. I'd like to share with you one of my original songs, Trustful. It comes from the scripture in the Bible, in the Proverbs, where it says, "Let steadfast love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind it around your neck, write it on the tablet of your heart, and you will win favor in the sight of God and of man." Now, the following, many of us already know. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. For me, I've been going through some rough times in the past couple of months, and I've just been meditating on this scripture with my guitar, which is something I usually do once in a while, and playing around in the key of B. And I'm going to be using an acoustic guitar, capo 4. That would be changing the G from G to G sharp, A sharp to B. So capo 4, using the chord shapes of G. Now, if you notice, I wasn't using all the strings. I wasn't strumming everything all at once. I was only using 3 strings: the 6th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd. After that, I switched over to the 5th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string for the mini chords. So here I just go up the scale going B, C sharp minor, D sharp minor, E, F, and G sharp minor. Okay, so I just wanted to share a little bit about how I took from that scripture and incorporated it into the lyrics, sharing my heart. So the first part, let steadfast love and faithfulness never leave you. For me, the love of Christ, truly none can compare. It's unfailing, it's unconditional, but it's always been there to comfort me and to wipe my tears in times of stress, in times of discomfort, sadness, sorrow. And the faithfulness of God. Wow, how God has taken me from where I was 10 years ago to where I am now. It's really easy for us to forget what the Lord has done and how faithful He was. But when we think back to His faithfulness, it washes away all of our fears and anxiety for the future. I mean, all we need to do is remember what He's done already and have faith in what He can do. And so that's why I had those lyrics in particular in the beginning, and then it transitions in the second part of the chorus about trusting in Him with all of my heart, and that's the trust in the Lord with all of your heart aspect of the verse. So let's look at the chords that I used. I used Nashville numbers, number 5. Okay, so that's the F sharp, and I was playing it over here like this with the 5th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd string. With that, I made it go with the melody. So the transition of the chords goes 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Those numbers are referring to Nashville numbers, as I mentioned earlier, the major and minor chords that make up a key. Okay, and I repeat that twice. Let's go. Steadfast love, wipe away my tears. Your faithfulness just going up, ascending up these chords from the 4, 4, 5, and 6. I will trust you. And here we progress up with all my heart. Again, I will trust you with all my heart. Last time, I will trust you, Lord my God. Then I go to the number 2 chord, which is our C sharp minor, but instead of playing it like this, I'll play the full chord this time. For I know. Back to the 5th F sharp. You'll catch me when I fall. Now that portion, the reason why it's called Trust Fall, many of us know, this time where we are playing around with our best friend and we want to test how much we trust each other, and we'll put our hands on our chest, close our eyes, and then ask them to stand at the back and say, okay, ready? I'm gonna fall down, I want you to catch me. But really, that's hard to do. It's really hard to do. I still have hesitations trusting any of my best friends catching me from behind. I mean, not just because I don't know if they're strong enough, but it's just all the fear and anxiety that goes on in your head when you're afraid to fall. And I guess that goes with my testimony about how God is always there when we do end up falling. Many times we're afraid to fall because we fear people will judge us. We fear that people will see us differently, that it'll make us look weak. But really, it's when we're at the bottom that God meets with us. And there's a proverb out there that says, though a righteous man falls 7 times, he rises again. And so with that encouragement, I wanted to share this song, Trust Fall, and I wanted to share kind of like my heart behind it. I know I can always count on Jesus to catch me whenever I'm going through rough times in my life, whenever I'm making mistakes, whenever I'm being pulled back down to earth from my high arrogance or ego. But yeah, I hope you're blessed, and stay tuned.